Hi, I'm Dr. Mark Rosenberg of HowToStretch.com, and today we're going to work on hamstring stretches. Had a lot of requests for this. I'm going to give you a little anatomy lesson first. The hamstring muscles are defined as the three muscles that are behind the back of your leg. When we stretch them, some of the limitations are not coming from the hamstring itself, but by other muscles. So we're going to talk about those. First, let's talk about the psoas muscle. The psoas muscle, there's two of them, starts from the front of the lumbar spine, from the vertebral body, inside your body, goes through the body cavity and attaches into your groin. Actually attaches to the inside of the femur. If that muscle is tight, when you go to stretch forward, you feel like you can't move. The limiting factor there is the fact that the psoas needs to be stretched. We're going to address that. First, if you can't sit like this, put your back against the wall, mine's not, and just work on pushing this down. Even though it feels like you're stretching your groin, you're actually working the psoas muscle. And that will allow you to come forward to stretch the hamstring muscle. That being the case, when you sit upright and straight, you should feel no stress in here, and then you're ready to stretch behind the leg. Now, as far as the extended leg is concerned, note that I don't allow the leg to flop to the side this way. I don't allow it to flop in this way, but it's perfectly straight. I dorsiflex or slightly pull the foot back. Not so far that the heel comes off the ground, but just enough to straighten the leg. If you do this stretch when you come forward with the leg bent, you're only stretching at best the belly of the muscle. Every muscle has an origin, where it starts, and an insertion, where it goes. So what we want to do is we want to stretch the whole length of the muscle. And the more you can stretch the tendons where they attach, the less of a likelihood for injury that you're going to incur. So first, my first simple stretch for this is to sit perfectly straight, get your hips square so my body is perpendicular to my leg. If you have to work on this for a few weeks, so be it. You just work on pushing this down. If you're ready for the next step, you bring your arms up straight, and then you come forward and bend this way, as if there's a skewer through your hips. You don't want to bend forward this way, because then what's happening is you're avoiding stretching the psoas muscle, which is one of the limitations for the hamstring muscles. So what we do is we keep our back straight, we come forward, and then as far as you can, if you can't go any further, that's when you bring your hands down. You don't want to, at least the way I teach it, just bend forward like this. You'll feel sensation back there, but what you want to do is stretch the limiting factors to your flexibility, not just get some kind of stretchy feeling in your leg. So again, I keep my back straight, I come forward. When I can't come forward anymore, I relax the arms down, I grab hold of wherever I can. Now if you cannot grab hold of your foot, then you could use what I call a prop, in this case, one of my belts. You take the belt, you put it around your foot, and hold it straight. Far better to come forward here, stretching your hamstring, your calf, your back muscles, and most importantly, that psoas muscle, to get the full, complete stretch that you wish to get, than to do it piecemeal and, like again, just get stretch feelings. We're really trying to stretch deeply into the muscles, break up old adhesions, and enhance your flexibility on a whole new level. Okay, that's it. So now when you're actually doing the stretch, you bring your arms up straight, you inhale, you exhale forward as far as you can with your arms straight. When you can no longer keep your arms and back straight, relax your arms down. Grab hold of whatever you can. If you can grab the foot, great. If it's the leg, or if you have to use a prop like a belt, that's fine too. And what you're going to do is you're going to hold the stretch. We're not going to pulse. We're not going to move our body. We're just going to hold and breathe in the nose, out the nose, and try and relax the hamstring. You bring fresh oxygen to the muscles. You might feel a little burning. That's the lactic acid in the muscle. You're going to hold it. You're going to stretch. Try not just to come down, but actually to come forward with your body. That enhances the straight back feeling. And again, you're holding it for as long as you can take it. Okay, if you hold a little longer each time, your stretch gets better and better. Then you inhale, bring your arms next to your ears and with your back straight, inhale and come up, and then exhale, relax your arms down. So the goal again is to elongate the muscles, to release the limiting factors, and to increase your flexibility so your flexibility becomes permanent. Okay, that's today's lesson.